This is called Talkin' Right-Wing Politician Blues. Well, my town is small, modest too. We don't have a subway or a zoo, but you'd like it there. There's deer and moose, as long as you don't mind them being loose. It doesn't bother me. So there I was, sitting home one day when a bulldozer bulldozed my house away. I ran outside, but I was already there, and I give the man in the heart had an evil stare. He said a pipeline's coming through. Didn't you get the bulletin? We put it out on NBC, ABC, MTV, HBO, VH1, VH2, VH3, VH97, Bravo, Cinemax, and Showtime. I said, I just get the paper. Well, I could see my future, and it looked black, so I jumped in my Ford Escort hatchback, and I drove for a week, a day, and then some, till I finally got to Washington, District of Columbia. I was gonna get to the bottom of this. I went to a politician's office instead. Now my senator is straight right-wing, and he ain't afraid of anything. Not war, bad air, or rising seas, or people too poor to treat their disease. I heard one time, though, someone said the word taxes near him and jumped up and grabbed the chandelier. Took 3 days to coax him down. Well, I told his secretary why I came, and she said, boy, you ought to be ashamed. And don't you know, and haven't you heard, everything we do here is God's own word. Apparently this senator fella was an Old Testament prophet of some kind. I made a mental note to myself I'd have to come back with my Bible sometime. Get him to sign the inside cover for me. When I finally got in to see the politician man, I did the usual, stuck out my hand. He looked at my hand, then back at me, then he squinted his eyes kind of skeptically. Said, "You're not gay, are you?" I wouldn't want this handshake to threaten the handshakes of straight people all across this great country of ours. I said, "Senator, I know you're a busy man, but I'd like you to help me, if you can, see to flatten my house without my say. What happened to government staying out of the way?" He said, "That's all well and good for things like medicine and clean air, but boy, we're talking about a company's profit here. Have you no heart?" He said, "Anyway, progress is a Christian ethic," but when I asked him why, he changed the subject, said, "Trust me, son, it's all in the Bible." Just then Jesus appeared and sued him for libel. I later heard, though, Jesus lost the case. Couldn't afford a good lawyer. Well, about then I could see he'd had enough, 'cause his smile disappeared and his voice got rough, and he cocked back with one of his feet and booted me back on the street. He yelled at me from the window, though. He said he only kicked me out there 'cause he cared about me so much. He said, "Think of being on the street as an incentive to get back off the street." I didn't have a home, I didn't have a friend, just a heavy heart and a sore rear end. Had nothing to do, nowhere to go, so I wandered into some watering hole, hoping it was happy hour. There was no one inside, just the owner sweeping and an old man over in the corner sleeping. When the bartender asked me what'll it be, I said a drink for everyone who feels like me. Tired, alone, hungry, worried. Live in a free country though. Well, everything got quiet like before a storm, and the place started feeling a little warm. Then the owner, he put down his broom as 100 million people filled that room. 100 million people all felt just like me and wanted that drink. Well, we had a party, I don't mind saying, laughing, crying, singing, praying. And I went from sad to downright ecstatic, 'cause this party's got a name and it's democratic.